Frank Lampard's first victory as Chelsea's new head coach sees the Blues cruise to a 4-0 victory in STPCHE against St Patrick's Athletic. Watch until the end of this review to hear all of my thoughts on today's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my review of the game which took place earlier on today in Dublin at Richmond Park between St Patrick's Athletic and Chelsea, which Chelsea won by 4-0. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this review is that firstly, I'll be giving you the lineup that Frank Lampard fielded at the start of the match, then I'll be giving you my thoughts on the match itself, and lastly, I'll be giving you my thoughts on Chelsea's upcoming pre-season fixture, which will be played in Japan against Kawasaki Frontale, however you pronounce that name, in Yokohama, with kickoff at 11 AM UK time. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. So kicking things off with the lineup that Frank Lampard fielded at the start of the game, and as always, starting off with the formation. According to Google, it was a 4-1-2-1-2, but I'm not entirely sure because I didn't actually watch the match. I wasn't able to. But in terms of the personnel in which he chose to start the game, he went with Willy Caballero in goal. He went with a back four from right to left of Davide Zappacosta, Fikayo Tomori, David Luiz and Emerson Palmieri. He went with a midfield four of Jorginho sitting at the bottom of the diamond with Mason Mount, Mateo Kovacic and Ross Barkley just ahead of him. And Ross Barkley was in attacking midfield just behind Michy Batshuayi and Tammy Abraham. So that was the lineup that Frank Lampard fielded at the start of today's match. Now for my thoughts on the match itself, and as always, starting off with the first half. Now earlier on I did say that I didn't watch the match, but I did tune into the highlights after the final whistle went, and I did tune into the match whilst it was going on the Sky Sports blog. But from what I saw in the highlights and from what I read on the Sky Sports blog, it was a brilliant first half performance from us. St Patrick's Athletic did apparently have some chances in the first half, but we contained them fairly well and we scored two brilliant goals. The first goal, which was scored by Mason Mount, it was absolutely brilliant. Mateo Kovacic put him through with an absolutely sensational through ball, and what does he do? He almost takes it around the keeper and he just dinks it into the bottom corner. Brilliant goal, and that's his first Chelsea goal ever. The second goal was scored by Emerson. Brilliant long shot, straight into the bottom corner. It did come off the ground a bit, but keeper, no chance. And like I said already, it went straight into the bottom corner, and it was 2-0 at half time. And like I said already, brilliant first half. Second half wasn't so great, but that was probably due to the fact that Frank Lampard changed the entire team. He brought on 11 different players, and things were a bit slow, but we again scored two brilliant goals in the second half, and they were both scored by Olivier Giroud. The third goal, assisted by Kennedy, brilliant cross. He didn't have, there wasn't a lot of distance between Kennedy and Olivier Giroud, but again it was a brilliant cross, and take nothing away from Kennedy and take nothing away from the finish from Olivier Giroud, because it was from close range, which meant that it was probably harder for him to adjust his body. But again, brilliant finish, brilliant technique as well. Straight into the middle of the goal. Keeper, no chance. And his fourth goal, again, brilliant. He had two defenders around him. What does he do? He takes them wide and he uses his dominant left foot to put it into the bottom right corner on his side. And again, brilliant goal. And from what I heard, we thoroughly deserved the victory. Sorry for stuttering. Great victory for us. Again, I'm going to take it with a pinch of salt because it's only pre-season, and Frank Lampard is still going to have to experiment with the players he has at his disposal. But yes, that's it for my thoughts on the game. Let me know what your thoughts on the game are down in the comment section below, and as always, I'll do my best to respond. Now to conclude this review, I'm going to give you my thoughts on Chelsea's upcoming pre-season fixture, which will be played against Kawasaki Frontale in Yokohama, Japan, with kickoff at 11 AM UK time. Now to be honest with you guys, I have never heard of this team. I have most certainly never seen any clips of them playing, and that therefore means that I do not know how they play, but I do think that we should win this game. because we do have some really good players on our squad. However, I do think that Frank Lampard is going to have to make changes to the lineup, because we do have to play Barcelona 4 days later on, and that is a clear indicator of how that can be a clear indicator of how we might do in our Champions League group stage, because Barcelona is arguably Barcelona will be our hardest test in our pre-season campaign, shall I say. But yes, that's it for my thoughts on Chelsea's upcoming pre-season fixture against Kawasaki Frontale, and that's the end of this review. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all very soon. Come on, you Blues. Come on, Frank Lampard, and peace.